Today on Around Town, in a ceremony held in the Red Room of Cleveland City Hall, Mayor Frank Jackson administered the oath of office to Michael Spring as the new Civil Service Commissioner. Then, 3rd District Commander Thomas McCartney has retired and celebrated his 30-year career with Mayor Jackson, Chief Williams, and fellow officers. Then we'll take a trip to the Cleveland Botanical Gardens to learn about Orchid Mania 2019. Around Town will be right back, only here on TV 20. We are Cleveland.
Awkward.
I'm the awkward silence.
You try to avoid me, then there I am again.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
Like Kelly here is about to demonstrate.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Need food? We can help. The Greater Cleveland Food Bank's Benefits Outreach Department works within the community to help individuals locate food and apply for SNAP and other public benefits. Weekdays, our help center accepts phone calls from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and walk-ins from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 216-738-2067 or stop in our facility at 15500 South Waterloo Road. Our benefits outreach counselors are out in the community every day assisting with benefit enrollment and connecting the community to vital resources. Keep your eye out for our food truck, providing free, fresh produce and SNAP enrollment in the community. For more information, visit www.greaterclevelandfoodbank.org/gethelp.
Welcome back to Around Town.
Well, good afternoon. No, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Today I'll be swearing in Mr. Michael Spring as Secretary of the Civil Service Commission. He came to the city of Cleveland in 2012, joined the Civil Service Commission as an examiner, and he's been managing the office since March of 2017. In his role, he has worked on several initiatives, including leading the city through its implementation of the NeoGov hiring process, and currently is chairing the Public Safety Hiring Strategy Committee. Prior to this time, his time with the city, Mr. Spring practiced with a law firm and became a partner at McDonald Hopkins, specializing in corporate employment and business law. During that time, he was active in recruiting, training and training of new lawyers. He is a past section officer of the Cleveland Bar Association and served as a trustee of the American Lungs Association of Northeastern Ohio for many years. He is a native of Cleveland, Ohio, who grew up in the Cadell-Edgewater neighborhood and attended John Marshall High School. He graduated as a Christ College Scholar from Valparaiso University and attended law school at Case Western Reserve, where he graduated with honors. Are you ready, sir?
Yes, sir.
Raise your right hand, repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Michael Spring,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United
the
States,
Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the codified ordinances,
and the codified
the
ordinances,
Charter
the Charter
of the City of Cleveland.
of the City of
That I
Cleveland,
will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
honestly,
honestly,
and impartially
and impartially
discharge the duties of
discharge the duties of
Secretary of the Civil Service Commission,
Secretary of the Civil Service Commission
State of Ohio,
of the State of Ohio
during my continuance in said office.
during my continuance in said office.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Thank you all for being here with me today to share this moment. Thank you, Mayor Jackson, for your confidence and the opportunity that this position represents. Our ability as a city to provide continuity of quality services and programs depends on our ability to hire the best possible people for the city of Cleveland. Creating changes and improvements that simplify and accelerate the testing and hiring process while at the same time eliminating barriers to opportunities for our citizens continues to be our primary focus in civil service. Working in coordination with human resources, we continue to improve the culture for hiring, developing, and retaining employees, finding and implementing new and creative ways to address old problems continues to be essential. Only in that way are we able to do our part to make Cleveland a greater city, because while what we do may be important and vital, it's only because it helps the administration deliver services and support to our residents. This position is not without its challenges, but they are challenges I willingly embrace. Of course, I would not be able to do what I do without the help and support of Chief Walker Minor, Director Withers, who unfortunately could not be with us today, my dedicated staff, and many others. My heartfelt thanks and appreciation to all of you, and thank you again for being here today. I look forward to this new role. Thank you.
All right, we'll get started. First of all, thanks for coming. As we all know, Commander Thomas McCartney is hanging it up after almost 30 years of service to our division. So this is just a small ceremony to show our appreciation for Tom and what he's done for this city over the last, again, almost 30 years. The mayor is going to present Tom with a proclamation from his office, and then we have a small article here from the Division of Police. And we have other things that are coming for Tom, probably from us and a lot of other folks when he announces his official retirement party, and then we'll present those things at that time. But I'll let the mayor come up with the proclamation, and then we'll present the division's award.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. You know, every time I do a swearing in a new cadets, say the same thing, and that is about public service and how it's an honorable profession. And I just don't say it without really meaning it. Public service is an honorable profession, but it is not made for everyone. All of you in here are public servants, and you know the trials and tribulations of it. And when you come in and then you rise through the ranks, in particular in the Division of Police, those tribulations come much faster, and they come harder sometimes. And so and it takes a special person to be able to handle the job and handle it right. So public service is an honorable profession, but everyone cannot do the job. Those who can and the ones who do it right do have the greatest opportunity to impact the lives of individuals, families, and community. And that is what you've done, Commander.
Thank you.
Not only as a patrolman, but as you worked your way up through the ranks and as commander of the 1st and the 3rd District. As you know, commander positions of districts are I can go to a meeting and they'll be all over me about public safety. And they'll give me all of the problems that exist in their neighborhoods about public safety, but they'll say, but I got a great commander. Do not touch my commander, right? And that's because of the relationship that is built between the commander and the community. And it's a special touch that you have to have. So again, I want to congratulate you on your retirement. Thank you for your service and your willingness to serve, and tell you how much we appreciate the work that you've done for the Cleveland as a whole. But I do know that there are people out there who can tell stories about what you've done for them as individuals when you could have made different decisions when you were a patrolman, a sergeant, lieutenant, and as you've gone up the ranks. And but for you making those decisions in their favor, they would not have the opportunities they have now. So I want to thank you very much for what you've done. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll put it in the envelope over here.
Thank you. Thank you. And we took photos in the back with Tom and the proclamation that the mayor has, as well as a certificate from the division. But I'm just going to read the certificate real quick. It's for an appreciation for Commander Thomas and McCartney. I extend to you my personal thanks and sincere appreciation of the citizens of Cleveland for your honorable service to the Cleveland Division of Police. Your devotion to duty during your career exemplifies the proud tradition of police service. May you enjoy a long and full retirement. Tom's date of appointment, October 2nd, 1989, and his last day will be tomorrow, January 25th, 2019. Congratulations, Tom. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming. I appreciate everybody coming to the room here. A couple of quick stories, anecdotal stories. But I was going through our command badge numbers. 21 people have been named commander after I've been made commander. And I think, Gary, you and I were at the table, command staff, and Wayne, you were there? That's about all that's left, huh? Everybody's changed over. Yeah. So I said this at the 3rd District. We had a brief luncheon. I had been trying to be a policeman, get on different places, different departments, and man, I was striking out. Honest to God, I was doing it. I don't know what the hell I was doing. So, like many young men, I put myself through college, painting and so on. And dating Patty for a brief 4.5 years. I figured, well, I talked to her father and it was okay by him, so I bought a ring for Pat and gave it to Patty on a Saturday. And believe me, he was none too happy, I think, this unemployed hotshot was going to marry his daughter and didn't know how to support her. So that was on a Saturday. I got home from work on a Thursday afternoon and CPD appointed me. So Pat and I have been through the whole journey together. So we're going to go out together, and it's pretty cool. Some people bring you good fortune, and my wife has brought me great fortune. So thank you for the opportunity, Director and Mayor. Thank you, Chief. It's been a good ride, some fun stories, good times. But as the Mayor says, you don't say it in a room full of cops because everybody says you're full of crap. But at the end of the day, and I know, you look back, whose life did I make a little better or day a little easier? And if you can't say that at nighttime when you close your eyes, you better re-examine what you're doing. Because really our job throughout life is to make somebody's life easier. And yeah, we get paid for it, but deep down that's part of being, a Christian person. Make their day better by your presence in their life. And hopefully I helped a couple of people out along the way. Thank you, everybody. Had a great time, and we'll see you.
Director, did you want to say a few words here? Thank you.
Is the camera rolling? Tom and your family, I had just a cadet class that we were bringing on the other day. They graduated from the academy. And I'd mentioned to them that then for them, this event, they're never going to forget. They're not going to forget it because it impacts their family, their friends forever. And today, Tom, this is one of those events for you. But I think it's more an event of success, accomplishment. And you should be very proud of what you've accomplished over the 30-plus years. I know I am very proud of your accomplishments. I know your family's very proud of your accomplishments. And I just want to say congratulations, goodbye, unfortunately. But I've always very much enjoyed our encounters over the years. You've been always very forthright, and with the forthright, you've always had a story. Yes. So I really look forward to meeting you at some time when there's no cameras around over a cold glass of beer and telling a few more stories and reminiscing about a few things we've encountered over the years. Tom, thank you very much. And family, thank you so much for your support.
Stay tuned for more Around Town.
I surrender.
All right, Tom.
Hey, Dad. Do we have a gun?
What's that?
We have a gun.
Why do you ask that, kiddo?
Can I play with it?
No, absolutely not. It's not a toy. You know that. Anyway, I need it to protect you, your sister, and Mom.
But what about the 8 kids who get shot every day by mistake?
Where'd you hear that?
Where do you keep it?
It's hidden.
I bet it's on the top shelf of the closet, under your sweatshirts. Is it loaded? Remember when I found my Christmas gift? You always told me to be curious.
No, that's not what I meant.
And when it's just me and Mom, I could use the gun to protect her.
No, Justin, I promise. I'm always here for you.
But Dad, you're not always here.
Welcome back to Around Town.
You come through the archway that's made of white and pink phalaenopsis, or pink shades of phalaenopsis, and then you are hit right in the face with a display that encompasses about 700 different colors and flower shapes of phalaenopsis that we have on display, with benches so you can sit down and get some good photo ops. There's actually orchids that are through the glass into Madagascar from inside the ellipse, and then you enter down through our hallway into Epic here, and you start seeing more of our interpretation we have in the show. And then you work your way into our Clark Hall, which is more of a gallery type setup with 16 different pedestals of varying heights with the orchid varieties we have there. Really gives the photographers an up close chance to get very up close and personal to the orchids, and you should just bring your macro lens when you come in here, because you can get within inches of these flowers.
This year, the Botanical Gardens is doing more than just showcasing these colorful and fragrant plants.
We've gone with more of an educational component this year, and also a lot of variety. We have over 100 different varieties and cultivars of orchids in the show this year. And as the show progresses over these next 6 weeks, we're going to have about 3,000 orchids come through the door. We actually are handing out magnifying glass, so you can get really, again, get a good close-up view of the plants as you're going through Costa Rica and Madagascar. We're encouraging you to touch the petals, and actually we have signs that are encouraging people to smell certain orchids. Some you might want to not smell, some you might enjoy smelling, so I'll let you be the judge. If you are really like women's wear, you should come down and take a look at what Kent State School Design our School of Fashion Design has put together for us down in our Japanese overlook. They're displayed nicely throughout the hallway, and you can get a really good up-close personal look to what the designs are and what these wonderful students have put together for the show.
In case you were wondering, yes, you can purchase an orchid for your home.
So we have orchids for sale also in our store throughout the whole show, and at the end of the show we have a large sale for the orchids that are able to be sold after we dismantle the whole show. The only orchids we can't sell, because we're under USDA
rules and regulations.
Rules and regulations. And we can't sell anything that comes out of Costa Rica specifically. So anything that's in there actually gets taken away and cleaned by the Orchid Society, and they will actually sell the orchids at their shows and then make a donation back to the garden.
Not sure how to care for your orchid? Well, the doctor is in.
So the Orchid Doctor is an event that we do on Wednesday evenings, and Mark Burr, who manages our glass house, and a number of other experts will come in, and you'll be able to come in and ask your orchid questions, and we'll be able to find out what's going wrong, why am I having a problem growing this plant. Everybody seems to be very apprehensive when it comes to orchids, and they treat them very delicately, but you should really not be afraid to repot your orchids and be able to really handle them. I mean, it's a plant. You should treat it, shouldn't just treat it with kid gloves. You can admire it, but you should be able to get up there and take it apart and put it back into a new pot when it's necessary.
For more information, including admission and hours, visit cbgarden.org. Thanks for watching Around Town, only here on TV 20. We are Cleveland.